Hey folks, this is Christian Ballard here at Let's go, get on base. Happy Wednesday. Went live kind of early, changed the time. Um, oh my God. So we're gonna get into some of these topics today. I do want to do a mid-season report card for Alabama. Talk about the second bye week, what we love about the Crimson Tide so far this season. Obviously, the rough start with the loss to Florida State, all that stuff. I'm live earlier than usual because I'm ready for this show. I'm ready to get it over with and talk about it. Plus, Pigskin Pete, as far as I know, should be going live at about 10 o'clock this morning Eastern Time. That being said, I got to call him out. I think he's expecting me to be on his show today. I really do. Now, let's take a quick recap of this weekend. I won't go too far into it, but for those that follow me, you 9 times out of 10, the people that watch my channel are probably the people that are watching Uncle Lou and Pigskin Pete. Am I wrong? Well, Uncle Lou's lady, Battle Angel, had her show on Sunday night, and I had joined twice. I don't even remember what happened the second part of the show, but I do remember the first part of the show. The first time I had joined the show that night was with my girlfriend, who, if you guys have been following the channel the last couple weeks, you know we have a new show called Ballard and Babe. I'm not going to get too far into it, but I say all this to say that Pigskin Pete on the Pete Podcast channel, um, I guess he had to put this out on Monday. He does his show what? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and he didn't do the show Monday. And I know this because he had to put this post out. Pigskin Pete. The hell is this? I mean, really. Um, I'll drop the link too. I see you in there, Millis. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Go ahead, click that link if you want, if you can join. I don't care if people get on here this morning, but I put reality check question mark. So he says stuck at the DMV this morning. This was Monday. So he says stuck at the DMV this morning. So Ballard's reality check will have to wait until Wednesday's show. Have a great Monday. So that's why I'm early, because I think he's planning to go live, and I feel like he's expecting me to get on, and I'll be on. I gotta hear this shit. I just have to. Sorry for cussing a little bit, but I don't know. Some of y'all, man, in this community, we're family. I love each and every one of you dearly. I really do. I'll get you on here in a second, Millis. And I know y'all are trying to look out for me, but I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm good. We solid. I can't wait to see what Pete has to say today. I will be watching. You know damn well I'll be watching. Anyway. Millis, what's up, buddy? Good morning.
What's up, Ballard? Happy Wednesday. How you doing, buddy?
I guess I'm okay. I want to know what Pete's going to say today.
You sound like you're a little perturbed, sir.
I feel a little perturbed,
Just a little
but
perturbed.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm not like, I mean, I know I sound kind of pissy, but I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm curious as to what Pete is gonna have to say. I know this has to do with the girl. I know it.
Yeah.
I
So
I just wanna hear his side of things later on.
you also know that this college football community on YouTube can
Mhm.
be a little rough around the edges, and
Yeah,
anytime you introduce a new person, they're going to catch it. And
and they're gonna question it too.
example A is Huffer Billy Paul and his new girl, and
That's
you know
true.
I I have a new girl, and that's why we haven't been you know on, because I don't want to get roasted by the community, and
And you wanna protect her
well,
in a
uh,
way.
kind of, yeah, yeah, because
Yeah, I got
I'm in several other communities on YouTube, the lawn cares, the drummers, the Volkswagens,
you.
but
Yeah.
the college football community is different, and you know that when you brought the girl on for the first time, and that, so, but it's all in good fun. They
I
love you,
knew
man.
I
These people
knew,
love you. They
but at
care
the
about
same
you.
time yeah, no, no, no. Let me say this. I knew
Go
it
ahead.
was different, but I did not it didn't really cross my mind when we did the show that first week. And the show's great. The show's great.
You know,
And then I didn't really think much about it. I got caught up in the moment when we were on Bad Bitch Fuel the other night, and I thought it went well, but at the same time, I know BA and TK and everybody, AAA even, I'm just joking, had questions, but it I don't know, man. I love her, and, Imma try to
well, that's
protect
all
her.
that
Like, I love
matters,
all you
Ballard,
guys
is how
too.
you
I
feel.
love all you
In
guys
the
too,
end,
but
that's all that matters is how you feel about her. But
right,
you got a lot of people in the YouTube community that care about you, and it's all in good. But you have to take it in stride. You have to take it a little bit
true.
tongue in cheek. Everybody knows it's none of their business when it comes down to it. But they're going
Yeah.
to give you grief in the college football community, and you have to expect that a little bit. And also,
But I mean, the
everybody's got
only
their own
reason
opinion
by the
too.
way yeah, I'll say this. The only reason I bring it up on the show this morning is because Pete had to make a comment yesterday about it, or Monday, whenever he put that out. And I just saw it this morning. I don't really see y'all's like typed messages on YouTube too much, but it pulled up on my feed, and I'm like, really? I'm like, damn. I mean, I know he's looking out for. Nothing but love and respect for Pete. He's a good guy, and he's one of the best. And I mean, I'll go on the show today if he wants me on. If he has something he has to say, I'll listen, but I'm gonna take it. I don't want to like 100% take it to heart. I'm gonna just kind of sneak around the edge a little bit with it, tiptoe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, just do yourself a favor and try to stay out of the feels,
Right.
because your emotions can overtake your intellect if you allow it to. You know what I mean?
I've been there.
I'm the
I've been
number
there
one
with that.
example of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
It's not even
just
just with women, it's stuff with me, like, in life, but especially when it comes to dating for anybody, it can take a toll.
so, but I think she's an okay gal. You and her seem like a pretty good match. Uh, I like her. I think she's a little bit of a know-it-all, but that's okay. It's none of my business. Uh, I think she's a good match for you, Ballard. Y'all seem to be happy together, and that's all that matters. And I apologize for my
Yeah,
voice. I've been getting a little sick lately. I think I may have the flu or something. I don't know, but uh,
yeah.
uh,
I got you, man.
last
I
couple
hope
of
you're
days,
doing okay, though.
yeah, I'm doing fine. I've been treating myself for the last couple of days with various cold medications and that. And
Yeah,
it's been dreary rain here all week, so we haven't been able to work much with the dump trucks. So, uh,
yeah.
that
Um,
hurricane's coming off the coast down there, and we're catching a bunch of rain and wind and shit off of that. It's supposed to clear out after today, though.
for sure. Let's change gears, man. I mean, whatever Pete
Sure.
brings up today is what he brings up, and
All
I'll
that
I'll
matters
take
is
it.
that you're
But
happy, dude. If you're happy, then I'm happy for you. You know, that's all that matters. And the
yeah,
rest of the community feels that way when it comes down to it. But they're going to give you
yeah,
shit, and it's going to happen. So, you know,
yeah.
you got to expect it and just take it in stride. Don't let it get to your head. You know,
All right.
let's move on.
Well,
What do you got?
yeah. Let's talk some ball. So Alabama's on
Okay.
their second bye week, I believe.
Yep.
Second bye week because
Yes,
we
sir.
have one before Georgia. So
Correct.
we got LSU the following week. They already announced it's going to be a night game. No surprise there. It always is.
That's
It's going
going
to
to
be
be in
fun to
T
go
Town.
to.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to have them come to town. But let's do a midseason report. I want to ask you because you're an Alabama fan. How do you feel overall? Like, if you had to give it A to F grading scale, overall the team, the defense, and let's go offense. I want to hear from you. I'm going to go ahead and say it's kind of been up and down, so it is kind of hard. We've played a lot of close games. I feel like I want to give a B minus to the offense because I think it's looked good, but the last couple weeks, with close games with Missouri and South Carolina against the good teams, we're not even hitting 30 points. Defensively against the good quality teams, I feel like we find ways to win games. But I still wanna see us play 60 minutes, man. I just really do. I gotta give us a C there. But how do you feel about that? Special teams, I don't care. I mean, we're hitting field goals. We're missing 1 or 2, maybe A plus. I don't know.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we just came off of 5 straight SEC wins. Is that
1,
correct? Five
2,
straight SEC
3.
wins.
Yes, sir. Georgia, Vandy, Mizzou, Tennessee, and South Carolina.
All right. And then we have
And they're all
another
pretty good
SEC,
teams. Yeah.
which they are good teams. We have another SEC game coming up in our next game. I would grade the offense at C plus. I would grade our
Mhm.
defense at D. I would grade our special teams at D minus, and
Mhm.
overall, I would give Alabama a C. I would give our
Yeah.
play calling probably a D minus. That's what I would do
I didn't even think to
because
grade the play calling is I don't wanna say it's atrocious, but it's pretty darn close. It's closer to
our,
atrocious than
our
it's good,
defensive play
you know?
calling in particular is a D. We're D at best in defensive play calling. I'm still
Yeah,
not sold on Kane Womack. I think
no.
the as far as coaching, we have a room for improvement. But as far as player execution, we have tons of room for improvement. We have Ryan Williams can't catch a fucking football to save his life. Every time a
True.
deep pass goes to Ryan Williams, he drops it, and that needs
Mhm.
to change. It's late in the season. It's almost too late to change anything. It is what it is by now, and there's
Well,
still
I
you
say
can
you
improve
say
during
it's
the
too
season.
late. Yeah, you can still improve. Like, you shoulda got this taken care of completely after the Florida State loss, but at the same time, you still have games left. It's not gonna get
I know. I'm
easier.
not
You
saying we
have to
can't
play
improve.
LSU.
No,
You
no.
gotta
You
play
misunderstood.
Oklahoma.
Maybe I
Okay,
explained it wrong. It's not too
okay.
late to improve somewhat, but
Right.
major change among the players is not going to happen this late in the season. It happens during the off season. Player development slows down during the season. It just does. And
Player development, yeah,
we
that makes more
we
sense
can't
now.
we
Yeah,
cannot our damn defense, our run defense in particular, looks like a boat with no plug in it, dude. It's sinking.
yeah,
If we go up against one of the Big Ten teams with a great defense in the playoffs, we're
mhm,
going to be screwed. They're going to run all over us. We have no run defense, and we have no run game in the offense. And it's just like Uncle Lou put it: you have to have one or the other. You either got to be able to stop the run, or you got to be able to run the run. And Alabama's having trouble with both of those. And as the season develops, even though we've won these great, wonderful SEC games, against ranked teams, uh, we have to be able to run that ball, and we have to be able to stop the offensive run. And
Mhm.
we're struggling with that right now. Alabama's struggling hard with those things at the moment. Uh, and
That's
that's just
true.
what I see. Now, I'm no football expert by no means. Please bear with me on my speech because my voice goes in and out kind of.
Okay.
But we are super struggling on special teams. If we get into a game that comes down to field goals, Alabama's probably going to lose that game because we're missing field goals we shouldn't miss, and our special
I'd
teams
say
are
it's
struggling a
nothing.
bit.
I wanna say it's nothing new with that because 'cause we've had that Achilles heel under Saban and stuff, but we've had a good kicker the last couple years with Reichard, and even last year, I thought Connor Talty did pretty good.
Will Reichert was the best kicker Alabama had in at least 10 seasons, at least.
Probably in history, man. Remember how perfect he was in 2020? I mean, he was hitting, like, 50-yarders. He did it even after that too, like, I mean, even with Bryce Young at quarterback, and he'd set us up for, a three-pointer, and Riker just nail it, man.
I saw, but we don't have Will Reichert anymore. I don't even know where he's at. Is he in the NFL now?
He's with the Vikings still, I think. He's doing
Uh,
good, though, I think. Last time I
so
heard.
we have to use what we have, and so I really hope that Alabama doesn't get into a kicking game situation because we're probably going to lose if we do. And we've
Yeah.
seen Alabama lose some great games on kicking, on field goals.
Mhm.
Uh, so, but I think that Alabama's a good team. There might even be a great team. I'm pretty sure we're going to get past LSU at home, and then after that, I don't think we're going to have any more losses. I really don't see us losing to Auburn. And what do we do in the postseason is a big question. It depends on who else gets into the playoffs. I feel like Bama's going to the playoffs this year, unless they shit themselves and
Yeah.
take a doo
They'd
on the
have to
field.
lose they'd have to go 9-3 again to miss the playoff. They could lose this next week to LSU, beat Oklahoma, beat Auburn. They still got the Vandy win, the Georgia win, the Missouri. They beat some good teams. They haven't
I
lost
feel
since
like
Florida State. I mean, this 10-2 Bama, I think we still get in, but I think that we'd be nervous a little bit. Like, did you see the loss to, let's say, if it's Oklahoma, let's say it's Auburn, whatever. Did you see what happened in that game? But
10-2 Alabama could get in if we
mhm,
go to the SEC and win that. And right
yeah,
now it's looking, and we still do have Oklahoma, and is that game at T Town or is that game out at Oklahoma? I don't
it's
know what
it's
it.
at home. It's at
Okay,
home the week after LSU, and Oklahoma's 6-2.
yeah. See, we still got two more. Well, really, we have three more SEC games, but we have two more that could be potential losses. Uh,
Yeah,
but like again, it depends on which Alabama team shows up. We could show up at home and shit the bed and lose to LSU, or
right.
or I think the Auburn game's at Auburn this year, ain't it?
It is the 90th Iron Bowl on the
So you
Plains.
know how that game always goes, and but
I call it an Indian burial ground. You just never know. It's like a cursed field. Even if it goes in our favor, it's not gonna happen lightly.
if we win, we have to win at least two of the next SEC matchups in order to
Yeah,
make the playoffs to be eligible for them and that. And
yeah,
same story for the SEC championship. But a team like Texas A&M might hurt us in the SEC championship. Assuming that we make it to the SEC championship and play against Tennessee. Uh, Texas A&M. My bad. We would probably that would be a tough game to call right there, dude. And
yeah.
But I'm happy with Alabama this year overall. I think that we are a little soft, but hey, if we're soft, we're beating teams that are, not as soft as us. We've done proved that Alabama has the potential to win out and go to the playoffs this year, and I think that's
Yeah.
great. And you remember week one, I was ready to put Kalen Bohr and his staff on a fucking bus and send them back out to the West Coast. You remember that? I was pretty
I was
mad.
I was live
I was
for it. I
definitely one of
remember.
the guys on the fire DeBoer bus at the time, and I
Yeah.
have since renounced that. That was an angry fan reaction sort of thing, and I've slowly come around to being satisfied with Alabama's performance this year, even if
Mhm.
we don't go to the playoffs. Uh, and we wind up in a bowl game. I'm happy with that. It's
Yeah.
not a bad thing. We got our revenge on Vandy. We got our revenge on Tennessee, and we'll see how we do against Oklahoma because Oklahoma's got holes in their armor too. They're not perfect.
No, I think I'd say they look about the same as last year. Remember, they were our last loss up until the bowl game against Michigan, but remember they were
Mm-hmm.
6-6.
Yep,
Yeah, so they weren't really that good, and they still beat us. What was it, 28-10,
it was.
or
Yep,
something like that?
28-10.
Yeah,
But I
and I
think we're
only
putting up
say
a
10 point. I only say 10 points because that Ryan Williams catch was a touchdown, and you're not changing my mind on that. That was the most BS call I've ever seen.
It was, but BS calls happen every week, dude. We have to accept them whether we like them or not, and
Yeah,
it is what it is. But
yeah,
and I really think Ty Simpson is a Heisman contender, and let's see, because we do have a great passing game, but we need a guy that can catch the freaking ball. And I'm not saying we should bench Ryan Williams, but
no,
you know
no, we
that's
don't
one
need
of
a
the
bench. I don't think we need a bench anybody. I think
no, we
even
don't need to
Bernard
bench
and
anybody,
Horton,
and
they just need to step it up.
we have to step up our run game. We have to step up our run defense. We have
Yeah,
to we have to be aware of our penalties because Alabama has not had a huge amount of penalties over the season. And now in November, it's not the time to start having penalties like a mug in the games. We got player discipline's
yeah,
got to stay on point because I mean, we could lose games over penalties and that. And so we really got to make sure we stay on point with our penalty avoidance game, so to speak. Uh,
yeah.
but I like Alabama's team this year. So far, they've impressed me week after week, and they've made me feel like shit about week one because we really shouldn't have lost that game. And the Bama team that showed up in week one is not the Bama team that we've seen ever since. And we don't
True.
want to see that Bama team again this season at all.
I hope we don't. I really wanna say I think we won't, but, you never know, man. I mean, you hope that, like, if we do lose another game, it's that we played a good game, and at the same
Yeah,
time, like, "Oh, the other team just wanted it," but what do you say, you wanna make some pick'ems this week?
we can, sure.
Alright, Imma let you pick the first one, we'll alternate. What do you feel about Vandy going to Texas? And I'm curious about the line here. 70.5% chance Texas wins, 2.5 point spread favors the Longhorns. What do you say?
Well, I think that's ridiculous. I think Vandy's going to walk all over Texas and scrape them off like scraping mud off of a boot. That's what I think. I think Texas
I
is
actually
overrated,
agree.
overhyped, and I think that Vanderbilt is going to go in there and smear them. I think that they're going to scrape them like mud off a boot, dude. That's just,
They're
that's a
gonna
game.
take, they're
I
they're
would
gonna
put
take
money
from
all over
Ryan
that game.
Williams. Take it from Ryan Williams, kill an ant with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, I would definitely bet that game if I were a betting man.
Yeah, for sure. Bet Vandy all the way. Vabdu. I'm gonna pick this one. 59% chance for Clemson, 41% chance for Duke. I don't like Clemson this year, man. I'm going the Blue Devils. I like Duke this year. Clemson could win and prove me wrong, but at the same time, it's so hard to pick Clemson right now, man. They just are struggling offensively. I think the defense is struggling too, but it's always going to be their strength, you know.
What is Duke's record, and also what is Duke's record in conference?
3-1 in ACC, 4-3 overall.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. And Clemson this year has a bad problem with losing at home. And so I'm going to give that game also to the Blue Devils. I think I would like to see Clemson win as much as I hate Clemson, but I think Duke is going to win that game. That game could be a tight game, though. But I feel like the Blue Devils are going to win and cover on that game.
Yeah. So I did hear you do like Duke.
Yeah. I think that
Yeah.
Clemson struggles with home wins. They ain't won but like 2 games at home this year.
Yeah. Your pick here, Navy or North Texas. I know it's G5. No one probably cares, but salute to the service academies like Navy.
Well, definitely Navy. I'm an Army guy, but I think Navy's going to beat North Texas' ass.
Dude, they look so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Navy's a good team this year.
Hmm.
I would
All
actually
right.
love to see a service academy get into the playoffs, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I think if they went out, they might be like I mean, I could see an 11 or 12 seed.
So if they
Hmm.
if it comes down to a service academy getting into the playoffs and or Notre Dame getting in, who does the committee go for? The committee goes for whichever team because Notre Dame has no conference. And
Right.
if it comes down to a choice, what do you think the committee does? Do they put Navy in the playoffs or do they put Notre Dame? I don't know.
I feel like Navy's look better. You got to remember, did Navy join the American with Army?
Did they? I don't know.
I'm
No,
not
Army
sure
did.
either, but
Army joined the AAF, but I don't know if
yeah.
Navy may have. I don't know.
Hmm. Okay, so let's see. Next pick. This one's for me. 5-3 Arizona State. Definitely a fall off since making the playoffs last year. Disappointing year for Iowa State too. Winner of this hits 6 wins and locks in a trip to a bowl game somewhere. Uh Rest in peace to our buddy Jeff Webster. Ames, Iowa, all the way. Mr. Jack Trice. Give me Iowa State for his sake. I miss Jeff Webster. I don't know if you were around for him. Were you?
Well, I was. I knew Jeff. Sure did. Yeah.
Oh my God, he was great. I miss him. But for his sake, I'm gonna go Iowa State, but this is almost a coin flip.
Yeah, that's a tough game to call, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I think Arizona State's
Okay.
gonna take that game.
Yeah.
Uh, I think Arizona State's got more offense. They're probably gonna score more points.
Yeah. Okay, your pick here. This is a fun one. Well, it for Texas Tech, I would go Texas Tech, but I got to hear from you. Is
I'm
Kansas
gonna say
State
Texas Tech,
a team to
Texas
watch?
Tech, Texas Tech, all the way.
Yeah.
Texas Tech's a
It's
better team.
funny. I was talking with Lou and company in the off season about the Big 12 and like how it's so wide open, anyone could win it this year. At this point, I would be shocked if Texas Tech does not win it.
T-Tech picked to win the Big 12 this year.
Mm,
I think T-Tech's an underrated team. Have you seen them
yeah.
play? Good God, they got
Yeah.
their shit together, dude.
They're so fast too on offense.
Golly, they got that one guy that can run. I don't know his name, but Jesus Christ. If
Yeah.
I could run like him, I'd be a millionaire.
Yeah. All right. So you're going Texas Tech.
Yeah, all the way,
All right.
Texas Tech.
All right. I will pick Virginia or Cal. Um, I like Virginia this year. I don't know how much I like them. They're 4-0 in ACC play, looking to make the ACC title. Going to Cal, who has had a tough schedule, interesting season at 5-3, 2-2 in conference play. Give me an upset pick here. I'm gonna go with the Bears in Berkeley.
Oh, really? Uh,
Yeah.
this is another tough call for me. Again, I'm no football expert, but I got VTech winning this game. I think Virginia Tech takes this game, even though it's
Virginia
home game.
Cavaliers, not
Or
not
Virginia. I
Virginia
mean
Tech.
Virginia. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Virginia. I think Virginia wins this game. Virginia's
Okay.
another team that's pretty good this year, and I think they just got a little bit more. They have a lot more. They have a bit more offense than Cal, and
Mhm.
but this game could go into overtime. I predict this game to go into OT with
Ooh.
Virginia winning it in overtime.
Yeah, Cal's had a couple overtime games this year. I
That
think
game's
they
gonna
had
be a
one
fight
last week.
because Cal's got the home advantage, but there won't be but 50 people in the stands, and
Yeah.
I think that Virginia will win that game.
Yeah. All right, you're up next.
This
Georgia
one's
Tech,
GT all the way,
yeah,
GT all the way.
over
It's
NC
not even
State, yeah.
up there. NC State
Ski
ain't got nothing.
Dog.
Haynes King.
Yeah.
I
Shout
went
out to
GT all the
Wreckman
way.
and yeah. Shout out to the nerds.
Yep, I'm picking a lot of road team wins this week. Now
It's
my
tough to win on
coins,
the road. It is, but there's also a lot of bad home teams this week.
yeah, the coins will be tomorrow, and we'll see what the coins say because that
What time are
game's
you
on the
doing the
list.
coin?
It's at 7 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. And Nate the Great is my guest tomorrow.
Sweet. I get
He,
off work at 6 Eastern and I'm like 20 minutes from the house, so I should be home to
yeah,
watch that. I'll check it out though.
Nate will be our can rattler this week,
Cool. All
so
right,
that should be
Georgia Tech it is.
yep
Yeah.
GT all the way.
All right. Oh, oh, golly. How close was this game last year? It was in Norman, and I think Oklahoma beat Tennessee. Because remember, they talked about Heupel
Yep,
going back to Norman because
yeah,
he played at Oklahoma.
yeah.
Oh God, I don't know who to pick. Oh God,
Well, it would. Okay, it's your pick. You go ahead and pick, then I'll talk.
I love the center defense. I kind of like Tennessee, but oh, my rule is when in doubt, take the home team. So just for the sake of it, I'm taking the balls.
Okay, it would be easy to pick the home team in this game.
Right.
However, and Tennessee does have a pretty good defense. Uh, I'm going to go with the Sooners in this game. I think that Oklahoma beats Tennessee in this game. Uh,
Yeah.
I think that I think Oklahoma's just got a little bit more offense than Tennessee's got defense, and I think
Yeah.
Oklahoma wins this game. This game
All
would
right.
this game is a playoff game, isn't it?
Playoff implications for sure. I mean, the loser
Right,
gets
I'm
3
saying.
losses. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma wins that game. It might be close, but I think Oklahoma wins it.
All right, you're up with Southern Cal and Nebraska. It's at Nebraska, by the way. Number 23 USC on the road. Who do you take?
It's at Nebraska. Somebody asked me how did I get the how come I call Nebraska Nebraska? Well, I want to explain
Mhm.
that real quick. You ever watch Family Feud show with Steve Harvey?
I love it.
Okay, he had a contestant on there, and the question was name a state with the word "new" in the name.
Mhm.
So the guy hit the buzzer and says Nebraska, and it was the
Funny.
dumbest thing. You should
That
have saw
was
the
that's
Steve Harvey
funnier.
look. He gave that
That's
guy them Steve Harvey looks, you know.
yeah. That's funnier than the name something that follows the word pork. Cupine.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
He's
But
like,
the
"What the
guy
hell is cupine?"
said Nebraska, so I've been calling them Nebraska ever since.
Yeah. Well, they do look like a new and improved team this year, I will say.
Yeah. Uh,
Who you take?
I'm taking Nebraska in this game. I think Nebraska's going to win it at home. Is this a night game or a
Nebraska.
day game?
It's a night game at
It's a night game. Yeah,
Nebraska.
I think the Corn Shuckers will take that game against Southern
Yeah.
Cal.
Remember, I did the slob sins on the first round, and I said Nate was guilty of being a two-teamer, Michigan, who
Yeah.
cheats, and Nebraska, who's only known for shucking corn.
Well, he's already renounced the Michigan thing, so we can't hear him talk Nebraska or Michigan anymore.
Yeah. All right. One last pick. Well, technically two. We'll see what game it wants the total number of points. And I'll let you do that one. But I'm going to pick this last head to head. Cincinnati at Utah, number 17 at 24. I love Cincinnati this year. Are they gonna win the Big 12? They could. But Utah's looking pretty hot right now. I'm gonna go Utah.
Yeah, I thought for a minute you were gonna pick Cincinnati, but I think Utah.
No.
Both of these teams are pretty dominant this year. But
Mhm.
Utah's got the home field advantage, and they're going to be lit. And I think Utah's going to win that game. So I'm with you on the Utah. It might be
So we
that'll be a
got
game to watch. That'll definitely be a game to watch this week.
yeah. Okay. So the final tiebreaker, because we do 10 picks and a tiebreaker for a score. I'm gonna let you get this one. So you like Utah to win. It's asking for the score of that game, or it's asking for the total number of points, but give me a score and I'll add it up.
A score.
Mhm.
Cincinnati at Utah. A score. I'm going to have to think
Mhm.
about that one a minute, Ballard. I'm not very
Okay.
good at picking scores. Um, hmm.
I don't even know, dude. I just love putting it in there. It's fun. Um,
I'm
I
going
mean,
to
are
say
they
30,
haven't
34,
go ahead.
34 to 20, 34 to 24. 34 Utes, 24 Bears.
Okay, 10-point margin of victory, 34-24, 58
Yeah.
points. All right, we'll roll
Yeah.
with it, man. That's good. That's a good set of picks there. We picked mostly home teams, but at the same time, again, we'll go through these. Vandy over Texas, Duke over Clemson, Navy over North Texas, Cyclones over the Sun Devils, Texas Tech, Cal, Georgia Tech, Tennessee, and then Nebraska, Utah, and 58 total points in the Utah Cincinnati game. Those are good picks. I like it.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Of
What's
course.
up, Yoda?
What's up, Yoda? How Yoda? How you doing, buddy? Uh, Probably wrong about half of them at least.
Yeah, we'll
But
see.
that's
Hopefully
why
it
I like
doesn't.
college football. I
Hopefully I
love
don't.
college football because it's so unpredictable. Even
Yeah,
though college football has a lot of trash as a whole, there's a lot of stuff that's it could be dealt with. But overall, I still love the game.
yeah.
I love the excitement that it brings, into my life, and
Hmm.
I enjoy the game. It's so much more fun to watch than the NFL to me. Uh,
It is. And the
no
NFL's
matter
fun too. I don't hate it, but it doesn't compare to college.
no, and no matter how many things that college football gets wrong, the one thing they get right is they put a good product out there every week for us fans, and
Hmm.
that's why I stay with it. I walked away from it for a couple of years, but I couldn't stay away. I just enjoy the game too much. So
Yeah,
college football, man. I mean, what else can you say? You can't ever lock down who's going to win what, or what player's going to wear, what coach is going where. We got a coaching melee in the freaking Southeast Conference. The SEC coaches carousel is just crazy this year.
yeah,
Uh, the coaching carousel altogether, but most of it's in the SEC so far. We got what, four coaches been fired in the SEC? Three or
mhm.
four.
This year,
Mid
yeah.
mid season. The SEC almost
Crazy.
always fires a coach every season, just about it.
Well, you
But
know what it is
mid-season
they were
firing,
so dominant. They were so dominant, and they still are, but being the dominant conference for a long time, when your team's not as dominant as you want it to be, even if it looks okay, like Florida, yeah, they Billy Napier doesn't know what he's doing, as Uncle Lou says, but are they a terrible team or are they just, they're okay? I would say they're okay, but we knew they were gonna fire him because it's just they're tired of circling the drain because
right?
they're in the SEC and they wanna be great.
I don't know who's going to take the Arkansas job. If I'm a head coach, I'm not looking to go to Arkansas and coach. That's probably
Yeah,
going to be the hardest one to replace a coach. Arkansas is going to have a hard time finding a good coach
yeah.
because they're Arkansas. Period. Oh, I feel kind of bad for them. Arkansas.
I love Sam Pittman too. He's just a good guy, good character. I thought he was doing okay at first, but he just couldn't get he couldn't catapult, He couldn't get him to 5, 6 wins. He was always
Sam
stuck at
Pittman,
like 3 or 4.
Pittman would make somebody a great coordinator, though. He should be a
Oh, heck
coordinator,
yeah.
so, you know.
I think he's gonna be.
And he may wind up with a great head coaching job in the G5 or something like that. We don't know where Sam Pittman's going to land. He may take a
It's just
G5
so
up.
I still think that and I said this a couple weeks ago. I said, Auburn, when they fired Gus Malzahn and got Brian Harsin, I said, "Y'all have made a mistake because Gus
Big time.
Malzahn, dude, that was the worst firing I've ever seen.
Shouldn't have fired Gus, man. Shouldn't have fired Gus.
I hate that he beat Alabama a couple times, but he got
Not
all to
saying, yeah.
something,
Even
you
though
know?
he whooped our ass, and I hate him for that. He's a great coach, man.
Heck yeah.
They made a mistake firing Gus. Gus is a great coach.
Yeah.
I have a dog with fleas. I'm having to comb the fleas off my dog. I've been treating her, but she's full of fleas, man. She's never had. I've had this dog 5 years. Never
Wow.
had fleas until this year. I've never treated her for fleas, but this year she's just like a flea uh, duffel bag.
Mhm.
I've given her the drops. I've given her the pills. I've given her the collar. I've bathed her. There's something wrong this year with the fleas. So I've been
Yeah.
combing them off of her. The comb gets full of them, man. These fleas seem to be immune to everything. These are like super fleas
Yeah.
or something. They're it's been miserable weather out here this week, dude. These dump trucks ain't
It's
moved
pretty
all
it's been pretty good down here in Florida. It's sunny right now, so that's good.
my trucks haven't moved since Friday, and
Wow.
it sucks. It cuts into your budget pretty good. You got to keep them moving, but there just ain't nothing happening this week with this weather. They do. So some of the companies I work for will send you a dispatch over an app, and you accept the dispatch. And if they cancel after they've sent the dispatch, then they go ahead and pay you for part of your time. And they did that for Monday and Tuesday, but nobody sent dispatches for Wednesday. They send you your dispatch the day before. So Sunday I got a dispatch for Monday and it canceled. So I got paid 4 hours. And then Monday they sent a dispatch for Tuesday and then canceled. And I got again paid for 4 hours for each truck. But yesterday they didn't send any dispatches for today. So we're not getting paid at all today. And it
Yeah.
would be a great day to do maintenance on the trucks, but can't get out there. It's too wet. I don't have an actual shop to work on them in. I have to work on them outdoors.
Yeah. I'm gonna step aside real quick. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Take over.
Uh, yeah. Uh, let's see who's in the comments. Yoda's in the comments, and pretty much me and Ballard. Not a lot of folks in the comments. Do we have any watchers? I can't tell. Welcome to the Ballard Morning Show, y'all. The midday Ballard Show, or mid-morning Ballard Show. My name is Millis Vanillis, aka Lawn Tractor Life. If you don't know me, then you're probably better off. I have a show tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern, coin versus coin. We rattle the coins, we dump the coins, and some of the coins land on heads and some land on tails, and we use that to pick the games. We let the coins pick the games versus each other. If you're not familiar with that, then you can find me as Lawn Tractor Life on YouTube, and come in and watch the show, and then we usually hang out after the coins have picked their games. We've been doing it. This will be the 6th week now.
The dogs are killing me this morning.
We've had some great, some statistics are starting to show up on the coin versus coin. Come on in tomorrow night at 7 o'clock and hang out and see what it's all about.
Are you doing self-promotion on my channel?
Yeah, I was. Sorry.
I'm just kidding, man. You're good. Anytime.
Shameless. Look, well, I had to have something to talk about. I couldn't just sit here. And I don't know what else to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not much going on in college football, but
how's your job going, dude? Are you having a good time? Are you liking that job?
I love it, man. It's going pretty good. Good people I work with, and just really good company.
Can I ask you just a few quick questions about Madison? Like,
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I'm not going to troll you. I'm not going to. It's not. I'm curious. So you were on Facebook dating, and so and I'm interested because I've been on Facebook dating before.
Right.
Did you? When you're going through Facebook dating, the way it works is you either hit the heart or you hit the X button. All right.
Yeah. So and they do it to you, and what it is is,
and if you hit the heart,
what I've never figured out, and you were probably fixing to ask, I'm not sure, but I think you only match if you both hit the heart, I think.
Right, that's what I was getting at. You hit the heart, she hit the heart.
Yeah.
So, how long had you been on Facebook dating before Madison popped up?
I had been on for a while.
A while?
Because I had matched with some girls in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there was the ex I had in Arkansas, which thank God she's gone, but so I had been on for a while. I deleted it after I made things official with the other girl. But then she dumped me and I got back on it, and I just kept trying to match up with people until I found Madison.
Cool.
She dumped me like early January, so.
So when you and her first matched on Facebook dating, did eventually you guys had to share your profiles to each other, I'm sure. Okay.
Yeah, it took a couple days, but yeah.
My question about that is, did you guys talk to each other before you shared profiles, or did you share profiles right away?
We talked to each other on the phone first because we were texting and said we were texting on the phone.
Hold up right there. Hold up before you say too much.
Okay.
You shared phone numbers before you shared profiles?
Yes. I believe so. I think that's what I remember.
All right. And I'm not trolling you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just getting a general idea. So then you two talked for a minute on Facebook dating, and then you exchanged phone numbers. And then was the first conversation in text, or was it in actual voice conversation? The first time you guys reached out to each other.
So we started out, we reached through text on the dating, like Facebook dating. That's how we were
Mhm.
talking at first. That's
Yeah,
how it started, was through messages.
right. But
But
you said
then
you
when we
guys
had
traded phone numbers first.
right. Um, well, so she gave me her number. I sent her a text, said, "Hey, this is Christian," and
Okay.
then and then uh, we called each other. So
Then, so the initial contact was through text, and then you guys voice called. Like,
yeah,
okay. And did she give you her number first, or did you give her your number first, or did you ask her for her number and then she gave it to you? How did that go?
I think I was the one that got excited and gave her my number, and she texted me. Or no, wait, wait, wait.
Likely.
So if I sent the first text, so she gave me. We kind of like exchanged at the same time, and then I reached out through text. So it was kind of simultaneous.
Yeah,
What's that word? Shit, I don't know.
simultaneously.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, so you guys had conversations on the phone, et cetera, et
Mhm.
cetera. And then whose idea was it to meet in person? Did you initiate that or did she to actually meet
That
up
was
in
me.
person? Okay.
That was me because I remember asking her what, because I told her my off day at work, because I get off work on Sundays because we're closed, and then Wednesday I get a free day. So I told her my off days, and then it just kind of worked out that we were both free on a Wednesday.
Well, let me explain some of my motivation for these questions, okay?
Yes, sir.
I was on Facebook dating for a minute,
Mhm.
and I had met a few women on Facebook dating, okay, and talked to them through Facebook dating for a minute, and then we exchanged phone numbers, and then we talked. This happened like 3 times, okay, and when I when we actually decided to meet each other in person, it turned out that the it didn't pan out, so to speak, when we met actually in person. And I
Right.
think that's kind of a common thing with any dating app. I think that you're more excited. Not I'm not talking about your case, okay? I think maybe generally speaking, at least in my case, the 3 times I've actually met the person, I've there was something just not the same as their online person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, I met this one chick who me and her matched, like you said, and then we had a little convo on Facebook dating app. Then we shared profiles, and we talked on the phone, and we video chatted for a few days, and then we decided to meet up, and go hang out for the weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
And this one in particular, she turned out to have a lot of stuff going on internally. You know,
Mhm.
I was immediately taken aback by that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Immediately,
got you.
as soon as I met this girl and we had breakfast together, and I was like already wanting to get away from her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I could tell just instantly that I didn't want to be with this gal, and I was a nice guy. I wound up spending half a day with her. We hung out, and I think she felt the same way too.
Mhm.
We just kind of instantaneously knew that we weren't right for each other, and 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 then we just sort of dissipated, you know. And a similar
Yeah.
thing happened 2 more times, and after it happened to me 3 times, I kind of just stopped going on Facebook dating. I still have it in my Facebook, but I don't ever participate in it because what happened was subsequently a girl that I've been knowing for 5 years.
Mhm.
She and I got together, and that's the current girl that I'm seeing. Uh, we've been friends for since late 2019, dude. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, there was something there that we didn't even realize, and just recently, like within the last few months, we have taken it to a different level. And I guess I initiated it, but she was down for it. She was totally, why haven't we had this 5 years ago? You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
I didn't meet her on Facebook. I already knew her from 2019. I've already been through, the whole Ashley thing since then.
Yeah,
But me and her are doing really well. She's a great
that's good.
gal. She's a little bit younger than I am, but I kind of like millennial women. I don't like Gen
Ain't
X
nothing.
women.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
I'm Generation X, but for some reason I've never been attracted to Generation X women. Like my first marriage was a Gen X woman, but I was
Mhm.
married again to a millennial, and I have a thing for millennial chicks. I don't even know. I can't explain it. And she's a millennial, but she's great. She's wonderful. Uh, and she's good to me, and I try to be good to her. She's a blessing in my life, and we're not jumping into anything extreme soon. We're just taking it easy. Uh, I tried to make her a birthday cake, but red velvet cake is actually hard to make. Uh,
Yeah.
when I grew up, when I was a kid, when I was growing up, my mom could cook anything in this world and never measured nothing. My
Yeah.
mom would throw shit in a bowl and mix it up and cook it, and it would be delicious, including red velvet cake. Well, one of my girl's favorite things in the world is red velvet cake. So
Mhm.
it was coming up on her birthday, and I go, well, I'm going to make her a red velvet cake from scratch.
Yeah.
So I tried the whole throw shit in a bowl and mix it up, and it did not turn into red velvet cake. And I tried two more times. The third time, I just went and bought a kit like
Mhm.
Betty Crocker at the grocery store red velvet cake, and that turned into a freaking disaster. And so I had to make a last minute run to Publix to grab a red velvet birthday cake. And so I saved my ass at the last minute.
Right.
Shout out to Publix because their red velvet cakes are delicious. And she was happy and excited. She never knew about the disaster I had the night before in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, she knew about it later because I still had splotches of red velvet cake mix on the counter at the house, and she
Yeah.
found them. She thought it was blood. Red velvet cake
Yeah.
looks like blood when you're making it, and I said,
Yeah.
"No, that's not blood. That's red velvet cake." I had
Yeah.
to fess up.
I gotcha.
I didn't know red velvet cake is actually a chocolate cake. Did you know that?
Is it? I mean,
Red
I
velvet
could
cake
kinda see that, but
is actually a
I
chocolate
figured it
cake.
was I figured it was its own thing. I mean, I guess it is it chocolate with, like, red dye?
Red velvet cake is actually a chocolate cake. I didn't know it,
My
and it
life
is
is a
actually
lie.
considered a chocolate cake.
Wow.
And but it Public saved my ass
Yeah.
on that one. And so I entered the trucks in the Christmas parade this year, and her and her kids are gonna ride with me in the parade and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing Toys for Tots Christmas parade.
That's cool.
You don't actually pay to get into the parade; you just donate toys.
Mhm.
What else you got going on, man?
On the show or, like, today? Or
Just
I
in
guess if
general.
you're asking in general, I'm just working and living my life, man, that's all.
Yeah.
Just going to school and
Are
doing
you
it
in?
online, of course.
Is Madison? So Madison, does she have a YouTube channel? Does she participate at all?
She has mentioned that she has one. I don't know if she ever told me what it was, and even if just for her sake, I don't know if she wants me to really mention it too much, but I think she says she's done it before.
Yeah, she needs to come up with a cool YouTube name.
Yeah. She should start her own sports stuff. I can help her with that, you know?
Why
She
don't she?
loves
Why don't she?
she really does love college football, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we can have conversations during games, and she's like, "Come on." Like, you could tell she's getting into the game, and it's like I'm like, "Dang, yeah."
Was she already a college football before you met her, or is that
Yeah.
something that
Yeah. Well, she's even big on the NFL and everything.
is she? Who's her NFL team? Who does she like,
Mm,
or
I
does she
don't
have?
I don't think I think she just watches it in general. I mean, I'm sure she likes the Bucks just because we're both in the Tampa area and everything, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's other than that, she just watches any game that comes on, really.
yeah. Well, NFL, I kind of follow the Ravens sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm, when Lamar Jackson was at Louisville, I had to dust him out. You know, I didn't like Lamar, but he's actually a great quarterback. And
Yeah.
I've been following the AFC for a few years, and I like the Ravens, but they choke every year in the postseason. And then
Tell me
I
about
don't
it.
know if Lamar was hurt. He was injured. I don't know if he came back yet or not.
Not that I've seen.
But Lamar's been in the NFL for quite a while. He's probably going to be retiring for too long.
I just would love to see him get a Super Bowl though. Like,
He
holy
got
cow, man.
drafted in what 2014 or something was when he was drafted.
No, because
Uh,
didn't he win the 2016 Heisman? Was it 2017?
Maybe it was 2017. Maybe it was 2017. I know it's been a
That
while
or
back.
2018, something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while. He's been in the NFL for a minute. And
Yeah.
then when they went and got Todd Monken, and then they went and
Mhm.
got Derrick Henry, and I said, all right, Ravens are winning the Super Bowl, and they didn't.
They said AFC North is screwed.
NFC North is probably the most loaded conference in the NFL, though. If you look at
Yeah.
you
I
look
mean,
at
you look
AFC
at Joe
North,
Burrow.
they're loaded,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when they got Todd Monken as OC, I celebrated kind of, and then they go and pull Derrick Henry out and get him, and I went, all right, we're going to kill him this year. We're going to murder the
Mhm.
fucking Chiefs, and then we didn't.
Yeah.
I say we, I mean them.
Yeah.
Baltimore's my NFL team. Uh, I was a fan of Baltimore way back in the day when they were the Colts, and
Oh, the
but I
Baltimore
did like the Colts
Colts.
this
Yeah.
year. The Colts, and they got a hot owner. That Carly Irsay Gordon, she's good looking. She's not hard to look at.
Mm.
She get a lot of criticism
This
for
is
being too involved.
yeah.
But
Welcome in everybody. If you're new to Ballard Sports Media, this is the Christian Ballard Show where we talk about football, life, Jesus, and women with Melis Vanillis too. That's funny.
and the Colts are like 7-1 right now. They're winning.
Yeah. Holy cow, dude. Like the teams you don't expect this year are like doing so good in the NFL. Check this out. Hold on. Where are we at? Let's look at these standings. Because my Bucks are killing it too. But that's kind of expect. Look at the Patriots, dude. I actually like the Patriots. Now that Belichick's gone, but
Are they still using Mac Jones?
no, he's with the Niners.
Is he really? I didn't know
Yeah.
he
He's been
left.
starting. He's been starting with the 49ers. He went from New England to Jacksonville. Now he's in San Francisco.
I'll tell you what, when he was at Alabama, I was
Yeah.
nervous when he took the job. I was scared that guy wasn't going to do
Well, I
nothing. But
think what got me
shout out to
was he
Mac
threw
Jones. That motherfucker balled out.
well, what got me with him was he threw the 2 pick sixes in the 2019 Iron Bowl the last time Auburn beat us, and then he just balled out in 2020 with everybody.
Mac Jones is on point in 2020. Thank
Let's
you,
see
Mac
who's
Jones.
leading the yeah, thank you, Mac. AFC East, New England leads with a 6-2 record. Pittsburgh leads, it's not even close, 4-3 in the North. The Colts 7-1. Holy crap. How about the Broncos and Bo Nix, man? I'm actually happy for Bo Nix. I like Bo Nix.
I can't see the screen. What's their record?
6-2.
6-2. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. What are the Chiefs
They
doing
need to
right
get
now?
5-3, but they're tied with the Chargers for second.
Is the NFC ever going to win another Super Bowl? Probably not.
The AFC,
The NFC, they can't win
they
a
just
Super Bowl.
won one. They just won one with the Eagles.
Well, the Eagles, other than the Eagles, though, they ain't got nobody.
The Bucks in 2020.
Yeah, that was with Tom Brady,
Rams,
wasn't it?
yeah, the Rams a couple years ago
And the
before the
Rams,
Chiefs went
yeah.
back to
I
back.
guess you're right. I guess you're right. It
Yeah.
just seems like the AFC is such a stronger conference every
Well,
year.
I think the question is the AFC outside of the Chiefs, are they going to do anything? That's the real question. Because when you think about it, that's the only AFC team in the last 5 years that has actually won a Super Bowl.
That's
And the
true, but
only
the
time they
culture's coming
didn't
on
make
strong,
it,
dude.
was like the Bengals and the Rams in Super Bowl 56, I think.
Yeah, the Colts are going to do it this year. I think the
Mhm.
Colts are going to do it.
Yeah, they might. The leader in the NFC North, 5-1, Packers. Oh my God, dude. My Bucks are 6-2, leading the South. Then the Seattle Seahawks lead 5-2, lead the West. So
Well, I'm happy for you in Madison. I think y'all are pretty good.
yes, sir. Thanks.
If I had any word of advice, which I don't, but if I did, it would be, she probably needs to humble herself a little bit and stop telling us everything she knows. Other than that, she's a pretty good gal, dude. She's perfect for you,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah,
Congratulations, and I can tell you're happy, and that's
yeah.
all that really matters. It ain't none of nobody's business,
Hmm.
but you're going to catch it from the football people.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, my girl has not put a band on me, talking about her on YouTube, but she's not going to come on.
Hmm.
Maybe I could talk her into going to the slobs with me.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Hmm.
I haven't even told her about the Slav Olympics yet, but I'm
Are
planning on
you
going.
going? You're
I
going to Nashville?
Yeah, I haven't reserved my room yet because that hotel's expensive as shit, dude. And I
Yeah,
don't know if I'll be able to stay there or not. I might wind up in some Walmart parking lot or something.
right.
But
Mom went
everything
ahead and
in
booked our
Nashville's
room a few
expensive
months
money.
ago, but yeah.
Pretty sure I'm not staying at that Vanderbilt Hilton hotel that everybody's staying at. I can say that
Just
now.
fine you hey, just fine. There's a lot on that road. Is it Broadway? Is it off
Yeah,
Broadway?
it's on
There's
Broadway
gotta be a lot of
Vanderbilt,
hotels. Yeah.
Hilton Gardens, Broadway Vanderbilt. The title alone cost you $400.
Mhm.
And I looked into that hotel. It's like 300 and something for those nights and shit on that shit.
It
I
looks
can't,
so nice though, man.
it is a nice place, but I just can't pay that much money for a room, dude. I mean,
Mhm.
I just can't do it. It's a nice place, but I can't do it. Even if I got the money for it, I can't do it. I'm tight like that. And I've looked at some of the other places close by, and they're also $300 a night and shit. And
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm gonna figure out something else though. Maybe I stay somewhere outside of Nashville for half of that.
Yeah.
I could
Nashville
stay
itself is
somewhere,
just expensive.
I could stay somewhere outside of Nashville for cheaper, you know,
Mhm.
and still be close enough to attend the
What's
slobs.
the, uh what's the closest, smallest city? Like, how far is Memphis from Nashville? Or is that another whole 'nother part?
Memphis is a good ways from Nashville. It's a couple hundred miles. But you could stay somewhere like Laverne, Tennessee, or uh, uh, Goodlettsville, Tennessee is close, but not Nashville. Let's see, what's south of Nashville? Cleveland, Tennessee is not too far away. You probably get a hotel there for
Mhm.
$100.
Yeah.
That's probably what I'll do, something like that. I actually have an aunt. Well, I had an aunt right there in Antioch, Tennessee, which is pretty much Nashville, and she
Mhm.
had a house, but she passed away a couple years ago,
Oh.
and I don't know where her daughters are. Ever since Aunt Sue died, I have lost track of her. She has two daughters, and I don't know if they're still in the house or if they've moved off. But
Mhm.
um, I would love to stay at Aunt Sue's house in
Yeah.
Antioch because it's right there, not too far from Vanderbilt. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that or not. And I don't want to just call up my nieces or my cousins and go, "Hey, can I stay at your house in March?" So,
Mhm.
but I'll probably stay somewhere close by and just drive to the slobs. I'm planning on going. Whether I can get my
Good.
girl to go or not, I don't know, but I'll go without her.
Yeah. Well, me and mom are gonna be there. We're gonna fly, is what she told me. So I don't
Yeah,
know if she's got the plane tickets yet, but we do have the hotel booked.
it's about a 7 hour drive from where I'm at, but I got a car that
It's
does
like,
50 miles.
dude, it's like 10 and a half for us, I think, or
Yeah.
close to it.
When you're a truck driver, 7 hours is a short trip.
Yeah.
And I got a car that does like 45, 50 miles a gallon, so I can get out there and back pretty cheap.
Right.
I'm planning on going, and
Awesome.
it should still be slow enough in the dump truck season that I can go. Dump trucks usually
Mhm.
start picking up right about late March, early April around here. So we'll still have slow season with the dump trucks. When them dump trucks pick up and go, I have to kind of stick to that. I can't do a whole lot during dump truck season because I have two trucks that have payments. One of them I don't owe on, but two of them I do. And I got to stay on top of them trucks to make sure they make their money.
Yeah.
But when it's slow season, it's kind of like Uncle Lou. During college football season, he don't do much except college football, and then he
Mhm.
takes all of his breaks after the season's over. Well, it's a similar thing with the dump trucks, except it's opposite seasons.
Yeah.
Summertime is when the dump trucks make their money. Wintertime, they're slowed down. And that's the only reason I'm on the show today with you, because I didn't have shit else to do. Well, that's not the only reason, but that's one reason. I wouldn't say the only
Yeah.
reason. And
Okay.
so I, uh, I was able to come on the show this morning and hang out with
Yeah.
you. But if we did the same show in May or June, July, August, September, I would be super busy.
I got you.
I'm actually looking for another dump truck.
Cool.
My girl wants me to buy a pink one. She's been helping me find dump trucks. She keeps finding pink ones. I'm not buying a pink dump truck.
Yeah.
She thinks it would be cute to have a pink one. It might be cute, but you got to consider finding drivers for the truck.
Yeah.
Who wants to drive a pink dump truck besides a lady?
Nobody. Yeah.
I already have a lady in the BA dump truck. It's already got a lady driver.
Mhm.
She's actually off today too. There ain't nothing running, so
Yeah.
she's been a good driver though. She's been doing a good job for me. She
That's
had
good.
never even been in a dump truck when she come to work for me. She drove school buses for 28 years. She was a school
Wow.
bus driver. I had to teach her how to operate the dump truck and all that good shit, and she's been
Mhm.
doing fantastic. School buses and
Yeah.
dump trucks are both large vehicles, but the dump truck's way heavier than the bus. There's a difference in weight.
Oh, I'm sure.
She's done really well. She's a really safe driver.
Yeah.
That actually is my best dump truck too. It's the newest one,
Yeah.
and I haven't had a minute's trouble out of that one. Both of the other two have been in the shop a couple of times. Anyway, that's enough dump truck crap.
Yeah, we don't have to dump that.
Yeah, we'll have to dump that conversation.
Yeah.
That's a great segue back. So you get off at 6 o'clock, you say?
For work, yeah. I work
Mhm.
some days I go in at 10 and other days I go in at 11, but I'm always off at 6 when the store closes.
Yeah. Do you have to work weekends on that job?
Just Saturdays. We're closed Sundays.
You working on Saturdays during college football season?
Yeah, but I'm off for the night games. I can be
Oh,
home for all the 7:30 stuff.
I see.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. Can you
Yeah.
listen to any of the games while you're working?
No, gotta stay
No.
focused on the job. I can watch on my I get a 30-minute meal break though,
Hmm.
so I
So
get to
you can
watch
catch up
30
on the
minutes.
scores during your lunch break.
Yeah,
You get to catch up on the scores. Do you have the
yeah,
can you keep posted on the scores? Do you have like the live score uh
yeah. Like on the
like
ESPN app?
ESPN app? Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
got
say.
it. I got you, man. Yeah,
Well, that's good. At least you can keep up with the scores in the Bama games and that.
right.
Is that
Yeah.
LSU game enough game this year?
It looks like it's gonna be 7:30 is what it I think they just announced it this week.
7:30 Eastern or 7:30 Tuscaloosa?
Eastern, I think. I could
Okay,
be wrong. I thought I saw that though.
6:30 Tuscaloosa time.
Yeah. Did you go to a game this year?
I have not been to a game this year. I've been offered a couple of chances to go, but I just couldn't go because of working.
Mhm.
Uh, and then the one truck that went down on me, the TK truck, it was a
Yeah.
$20,000 repair, so it put me
Hmm.
behind money wise on the money.
Okay.
I got some friends who have season tickets every year,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think I've told you before. They were the ones that gave me the tickets when we went that time,
It's a Vandy,
and
yeah.
mhm. So
Yeah.
they'll offer me tickets to different games every year, and I was actually offered Vanderbilt tickets,
Mhm.
and I wasn't able to go. That broke my
Yeah.
heart, but I didn't have the cash to go down there for that game. I wanted to, and they give me the tickets, but giving you the tickets is only a drop in the bucket of what it costs to go down and
Yeah.
that, And she had offered me the tickets way back early because they get their season tickets first of the year, and
Okay.
she offered them to me in like July, and July is when the one dump truck took a shit. And I said, well, I'm not gonna be able to go because we was looking at 15,000 to 20,000 to fix that truck,
Right.
and I just knew I wasn't gonna be able to go. So she put the tickets on StubHub and sold them
Mhm.
all. That's what they do. They kind of can figure out what games they can be at and what games they can't, and then the ones that they can't go to, she'll offer them to me first.
Yeah.
And usually it's in the preseason when she offers them to me, and sometimes she'll offer them to me a second time right before the game. Uh, and I just wasn't able to go this time, unfortunately. And I
Mhm.
have been where I just bought my own tickets and went, took the kids and that. But this year it just wasn't in the cards for me, unfortunately.
Well, maybe next year, man. I'd love to go back to a
Yeah,
game with you.
next year will be a better year, I'm sure. Anytime you
Yeah.
buy your own trucks, the first year, you're going to lose money, especially if you have a major breakdown like I had. And then the second year, you might break even. You don't really start turning a profit till the third year.
Mhm.
I've had trucks before, and I've known many people who bought trucks. It's always that way. First year's in the red. Second year, you go about, you know, even. And then the third year, you start making a little bit of money profit wise. And then if you're not making good money by the fifth year, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah,
That's usually how the trucking business is tight.
for
It's a big
sure.
investment up front. and then especially when you start adding additional trucks.
Mhm.
So maybe next year I can go to a game or two.
Yeah. I'd like to go
I
with you, man. Just hit me up. We'll talk about it.
Dude, I totally wanted to just get those tickets and give them to Brock, because
Yeah.
Brock's never been to a game. I remember him saying that on one of your streams, and I wanted to take,
Yeah.
just give tickets to Brock for a game. But I have no way to get a hold of Brock to give him the tickets and shit like that. They're all e-tickets nowadays. They don't even give you
Mhm.
paper tickets anymore.
Yeah.
So we'll see how next year works out. I would love to go to a game with Brock. I think Brock would be cool to go to a game with. He's never been.
Yeah. We got to get him out there sometime. I
I
can't
don't
believe
see
he's
him
never
enough.
been. 'Cause he's
Well,
a big
remember
fan.
on one of his streams, on one of your streams, he had said he'd never been. That's when I had
Yeah.
texted you and asked you about that.
Yeah.
I could have passed those Vandy tickets to him, and he could have went to that game. But I don't even know
Yeah.
where the guy lives or nothing. It's not like he's on every stream. Brock comes and goes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where he's at.
And we had the South Carolina game just last week. I could have went to that game, but I don't like going to Carolina games. When Alabama played Carolina in 2019 at Williams-Brice, I was at that game, and it sucked, man. I hated being,
Mhm.
it's such a horrible shithole to go to.
Yeah. I
I
have
made my
no
mind up.
desire to really visit South
Yeah, when
Columbia at least.
when I was at that game, I decided right then and there, I'm never coming back to this fucking stadium. Fuck this place. It's a shithole. We won big, and here I am wearing my gear, and these
Yeah.
motherfuckers, they're not nice people, dude.
Yeah.
I would much rather go to a Clemson home game than go to Carolina, honestly.
Yeah.
If
I'd
Bama ever
probably go
plays
to
Clemson,
Auburn
it's
before
Clemson.
I probably go to an Auburn game before you see me in Columbia.
Yeah, for real. I don't live but about 30 minutes from Clemson,
Yeah.
and I would love to go to. I would go to a Bama Clemson game at Clemson before I would
Yeah.
go to a Carolina game. I think Carolina's going to beat Clemson this year.
Probably. Where is that game?
That game is at. I believe that game's at Clemson this year.
Dang. You're gonna lose at home.
Yeah, I think that game's at Clemson if I'm not mistaken. Didn't they play last year at
Mm.
Williams-Brice?
Yeah. I think so.
Around here, that's the only game that's a big deal every year.
Yeah.
You know how it is. Around here, it's a bunch of hype, and every year, right around Thanksgiving, it turns into a big hype show. The
Mhm.
Palmetto Bowl. And we got a lot of people who are Clemson fans until Clemson does bad, and then they switch to Georgia.
Yeah.
I see a lot of that. I'm not saying it happens everywhere, but I've seen a lot of Clemson fans jump to Georgia.
Mhm.
They did it in 2017 when Alabama went to the Natty against Georgia.
Yeah.
I had a lot of friends on social media who were rabid Clemson fans until Georgia went to the Natty, and then they posted up all this Georgia stuff. They couldn't even name, Nick Chubb or Sony Michelle or none of that shit.
Mhm. Yeah. It's crazy, man. That's how you know if you're a real fan or not.
Dude, I was in a bar full of Georgia fans who 2 weeks before that were Clemson diehards. I was in a bar full of them.
Mhm.
And we won that game, and me and my girlfriend had to get the fuck out because we had our faces painted and everything.
Yeah.
And we were losing, losing, losing. Everybody's getting drunker and drunker. And
Mhm.
as soon as Devontae caught that pass, we I said we got to get out of here. So we
Yeah.
did. And then we went to put gas in the car. And at the gas station, we were accosted by a bunch of Georgia freaks.
Yeah.
But it didn't get physical.
Well,
I
that's
was
good.
kind of hoping it would. I wanted to beat up some people,
Been there.
but they were scared.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I don't go to bars and watch games anymore. I'm done with that too.
Yeah. I just want to be at home when I watch games, man. Be with my family and just hang out.
This bar was full of 100 to 150 people, and none of them
Mhm.
were Bama guys. Me and her were the only Bama people in that whole bar. It was full of, it was probably somewhere between 100 150 people. And they were
Yeah.
just celebrating when we were losing at halftime. They were getting drunk and hyped up and, amped up and just, and then when we were losing, because we walked outside to smoke a cigarette at halftime, and I said, they're going to put two in that game. Coach Saban's
Yeah.
going to switch quarterback. You wait for it. And they did. And as soon as they went with Tua, I said, we're winning this game.
Yeah.
And then, all that second half happened. We wound up at 2 and 26. They sacked Tua in the fucking backfield, and it looked bad. It were overtime. You remember
Dude,
the game?
I thought it was over. And it
And
was funny hearing the story from Tua's side.
at the
He
time,
joked.
Devontae
Yeah.
Smith was pretty much unheard of. Nobody even mentioned his
He
name.
had
This
one
season.
play. He had one play that year
Yeah,
against Mississippi State.
yeah. Devontae
That
Smith
was
was
it.
an unknown player, and Tua
Mhm.
chunked that ball to Devontae right in the fucking end zone. And I just yelled out, "Roll Tide!" And I grabbed her by the hand. And I said, "We got to go."
Dude, I hit the floor. I was like, "Oh my god, we did it!"
and,
I'm like, "What just happened?"
and we were in her car, which had
Mhm.
zero fucking gas in it. You know,
Ain't got no gas in it.
shout out to her for not ever gassing her fucking car up. And as soon as I turned the key on the switch, because I didn't drink, I had not had a drink, so I'm
Yeah.
driving. She was a little tipsy, but I had not
Mhm.
drank. I jumped in and cranked that car up, and the red light for the gas tank was on. I said, "Fuck, we got to go get gas." You know,
Yeah.
there's a gas station right around the corner, so we go there, and she's inside the store, and I'm pumping the gas in the car. I was going to fill the car up for her, but these Georgia fans showed up from the bar, hooting and hollering and all kind of shit. They were mad as hell,
Mhm.
and I put like $5 gas in the car. Right when she walked out, I said, "Come on, baby, let's go." We got in the car and we were heading away from the gas pumps when these people start beating on her trunk and shit, yelling and
Yeah.
screaming at us and shit. And we got the hell out of there. They were trying to mob our asses.
Yeah. I like the story that Nick Saban and Tua. Well, okay. So Tua had just got drafted by the Dolphins, and he's on like the Dan Patrick show. Did you hear the story about that 2nd and 26 play?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so he's talking. No, was it? It was either Dan. I think it was Rich Eisen. He was with Rich Eisen, and he's talking about the play. And Rich is like, I gotta hear like your side of the story. Like, what happened? Like, because Nick Saban looked really pissed on the sidelines. He's like, yeah,
Mhm.
well, we had the play, and I go over to him, and he said, dude, I'm so grateful for you. I'm happy we won, but you can't ever take a damn sack like that again. And then he goes, He goes, "I'm sorry, coach. We just needed some more room to make that throw." And Nick Saban looks at him. He's like, "That ain't funny, man."
Yeah.
That was hilarious, man. I love,
I
dude.
think
I
I
know,
have
like
heard that before.
I used to get so uppity about Tua getting hurt all the time, but dude, just he's getting better. He's just a down to earth, great Christian, like human
Yeah,
being. Like he's just
yeah,
so humble, man. It's awesome. I love him.
yeah. He is. If he could stay off the injury list, he'd probably be all right.
Yeah. Yep.
That was a great moment for me. It was a good time.
That was history.
We came home and
I've
celebrated
never
at the house.
seen I've never seen a championship game like that for Alabama, let alone period, you know.
Said,
I mean,
lady, you need to keep gas in this car. You never know when you got
mhm,
to get the hell out of town. So keep
yeah.
your car gassed up, woman.
Yep. Well, what else you got, Millis? I've run out of stuff to talk about, man. I'm
That's
just
about it,
excited
dude.
to Yeah, man. I'm just excited to see how the rest of the season plays out. I think Bama's in a good position.
I am too. I hope they continue with what they're doing, and I hope they improve that defense, and hope they get a
Yeah,
run game going. We got a bye week this
yeah,
week. It's a good time to get out on the field and go. All right, this is what we got to do, guys. We got to get
yeah,
this run game going, and hopefully they will use their extra free week to get some improvement. I would have Ryan Williams out on the field all day long catching passes and not dropping them.
yeah.
Look, man, I would have Ryan Williams should be out on that field and somebody should be throwing balls to him in under coverage, and he's got to catch footballs. Period. Hopefully, they're
He's
working
just
on that.
had a weird it's been a weird college football season already. Not so much weird for Alabama, but I'm gonna tell you what, Ryan Williams, something's off, man. But
Yeah,
he'll get
something
better. I
different.
think he's gotten better. We still got to see him break out like he did last year. You know, like he's got to have that game coming up against LSU. I think.
He can't catch passes that are 20 yards or more. He's having a problem with
Right.
catching balls. He's got to catch them deep footballs because hell, how many times have we been in a situation we had Ryan Williams wide open downfield, wide open, nobody near him, and he just let the football slip through his damn hand. You know, are
Yeah.
you using the wrong gloves? What can we do? Because Ty Simpson has put that ball right in his breadbasket many times
All he's got
downfield
to
and
do is come up with it.
drop pass.
Yeah.
And that's gotta change. That's gotta change. And then we
For
got
sure.
our run game defense, man, has got to improve. We got to improve the run game. And I don't
Yeah.
know if it's player execution or if it's bad defensive calling or what, because you gotta you gotta you gotta protect against the run game and at the same time go after the quarterback. Because when we went up against Vanderbilt, Diego Pavia was the first dual threat quarterback that we had seen all year.
Yeah.
And a team like that is going to put it on us with dual threat quarterbacks. Who do we have left over that's dual threat quarterbacks? Nussmeier, is he dual threat?
Kinda, but he's not like
Kinda
Jaden
is.
Daniels.
No.
I mean,
What about the Oklahoma guy? What's his name? I forgot.
John Mateer, he's kind of
Matthew.
frustrating. I'll tell you what, man, if we don't get it figured out against these mobile quarterbacks, you know who's gonna have a field day with us is Jackson Arnold in Auburn. I'm sorry, man. Like
Exactly.
I know
And
they're not
there you
having the
go.
best of
Right
seasons,
there.
but he
Yep.
will run over us if we don't get it
Jackson
sorted out.
Arnold will. He sure will.
Yeah,
And hopefully nobody gets hurt between now and then. On defense,
yeah,
if we get defensive guys getting injuries and shit, then that's gonna really hurt us in our run defense that's already struggling now. So
mhm,
hopefully they can get some improvement going. So
yeah,
and some of the other teams have already figured out we're going to throw the ball. Like South Carolina had us pegged for throwing the ball, and they were defending against the pass. So we need to be. We don't need to go to the pass first on every down play like we've been doing.
right.
Alabama has to have a dual threat offense. We got to be able to run the ball on somebody.
It's true.
And then I would have that kicker out there. What's his name? Toft or something? Taylor Toft?
Connor Talty?
Tofty, yeah.
Which
He
one?
he needs out there
Yeah,
kicking fucking footballs. Start
yeah.
at the 20, work your way to the 40, work your way to the 50, start kicking that shit.
Yeah, man.
That guy needs to be kicking footballs in his sleep, man.
Right. He probably is.
I hope so.
Mhm.
Because we've looked really good on offense against some of the teams we've played, but most of it's been with the passing game. That run game's got to come up.
And I don't blame him for leaning on the pass game because of Ty Simpson, but man, I just miss the ground and pound run attack
It
we used
makes
to
us
always
one
have.
dimensional, though, Ballard. It makes Alabama's offense one dimensional, and it doesn't. If you have a one dimensional offense, it ain't hard to figure them out.
Right.
If you got a one dimensional offense like Bama has, Bama's going to score on you in the first quarter and probably the second quarter. You go in and make halftime adjustments and come out
Mhm.
and wear us out in the second half. We've already seen that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Carolina, one example. Uh, they went in and made halftime adjustments, and I mean, look at the second half in that game.
Yeah.
So I'm like this. I'm down with the tide. Roll Tide. Let's continue what we're doing, and let's improve where we need to improve. Let's really get to work on you uh, run game, run defense, special teams. That's three
Yeah.
areas where there's plenty of room for improvement. We got a great
Sure.
quarterback. We got a good offensive line. The O line, I'm not disappointed with. The O line,
Talent's
you know,
all over the field, man. There's talent at pretty much every position. It's just some of the guys got to step up
yep. So we'll see. We got to take whatever they give us for the rest of the season, man.
for sure.
I hope that we win out. I'd
Hope so too.
love to see Alabama win out and go to the SEC game, and
Mhm.
then win that matchup and get into the playoffs and win the Natty. That would be terrific. I don't think
Yep.
that we can win a Natty like we are.
Not like
If
we
we
are, but if we play to our best, we can absolutely win it. I don't think we've been playing to our best though.
No, I don't. That's exactly right. I don't think we've been playing 100%. We've been playing probably 90%, 95%.
Yeah. Which isn't bad. It's just it's not the
No,
standard.
no, we got to get it 100% to win, to even consider winning the Natty or even getting to it. Because if
Yeah.
Alabama goes into the playoffs, they're probably
Mhm.
going to go in at 5 or 6 or something like that. You know, and then we would have to play one of the top four teams.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if I'm saying if we win out, and win the SEC, we're going to go in at probably 5 or 6.
Mhm.
That's another question I have. I meant to ask Uncle Lou last night on his call-in show, but I fell asleep. What? So I watched a Rec Talk video about the tiebreakers in the ACC and what a shambles it is. What are
Yeah.
some of the tiebreakers in the SEC? Are they similar to the ACC tiebreakers?
I have no idea. I mean, I always thought it was head to head, and like I that's a good question. I don't know what the quality or the like the tiebreakers. Like I don't know what they look for in the SEC. I mean, I would assume obviously head to head matchup, but outside of that, I don't know.
Well, Rec Talk discussed on his video uh, some of the ACC tiebreakers, and there's the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and he kind of
Yeah.
broke those down and explained them and how they work and how they apply to this coming season. And it made me curious about the SEC tiebreakers because we could wind up in a 3 or 4 way tie in the SEC. What with
Pretty much
Alabama
close
and,
to that.
and Oklahoma and Texas A&M are
Yeah.
three
Georgia's up
that compete,
there. Yeah.
or Georgia. So I'm just wondering, what does the SEC do for tiebreakers? I don't know. And if you take us versus let's see, other three that are in the top four of the SEC right now, we've
Mhm.
defeated those teams except for A&M. We defeated Georgia, and let's
We
see, I'm
never
trying to look at your chart.
w-
Ole Miss, we have. Did we beat Ole Miss? We didn't play Ole Miss.
we didn't play them, or we didn't play the Mississippi schools.
Beat Vanderbilt,
Mhm.
beat Tennessee,
Yeah.
and
Let me scroll. Who else we
I
got? We
meant
beat
to.
South Carolina down there. We beat Missouri.
Yep.
We got to play Oklahoma. I mean, these are teams that are still in it. We got Tennessee, Missouri. We beat South Carolina. That's about it. All we've played. We got to handle LSU obviously coming up, but
Yep. And like I said, I had planned on asking Lou last night on the call in, but this medicine put me out. I was gone by
mhm,
8 o'clock. I've been medicating myself since about Sunday. Well, Monday. I started getting a scratchy throat Monday, and I said I'm gonna go get some shit because I think I'm gonna get sick.
yeah,
And I took some Nyquil about 7 o'clock, and I was done by 8.
yeah,
I didn't get to ask Lou, but I'm curious what their tiebreakers are.
yeah. Let's see. They announced it last year on August 21st. Um, Head-to-head competition among the tied teams. Record
Hmm.
versus all common conference opponents among the tied teams. Record against the highest or best placed common conference opponent in the conference standings and proceeding through the conference standings among the tied teams, cumulative conference winning percentage of all conference opponents among the tied teams, capped relative total scoring margin. So it does get down as deep as it can with like how many points did you score, who did you beat, the head to head on the field. Like it looks like Greg Sankey and company made like tried to take everything into account.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
So it
it's
doesn't
a
look,
pretty good system, I think.
it doesn't seem like the Florida State loss will hurt us when it comes down to tiebreakers if we get into one.
Not for the SEC. I mean, that's
No,
other
I don't think.
conference. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I don't think that would hurt us as far as tiebreaker. Well, that's good. That's
mhm,
good. That's good. Very good. Very good.
yeah,
Who do you think's getting Lane Kiffin? I'd love to be Lane Kiffin right now. I could just about pick my poison.
I would not be
Lane,
shocked if Florida ended up with him.
Lane Kiffin's going to wind up with next to $100 million, man. That guy's going to
I
get
know.
so.
I don't think he's going to stay at Ole Miss. I feel like he's going to go somewhere,
That's what
man.
I'm saying.
Who all
How
fired
dude,
Arkansas, Florida? Who else
Arkansas
fired their coach?
Arkansas fired Pittman.
Yep.
Florida fired Billy
Napier's
Napier.
gone.
Uh,
Yeah.
Ryan Kelly got fired.
Oh yeah, dude. What if he went to LSU? How stupid would that be? Not like
That would
stupid, but
be
that'd be insane.
that would be insane. But
That'd be funny.
does LSU have the money to even court Lane Kiffin?
They got to be close though. They got some pockets, but Lane Kiffin's
Uh,
asking a lot.
well,
Like,
they're
come
already
on,
paying
we
what
know it.
$54 million buyout on BK. All
Yeah.
right, and then they would have to also pay Kiffin's buyout
Mm-hmm.
and whatever coaches he wanted to drag over. They would have to pay
Yeah.
their buyouts too. All right, and then they would have to
Mm-hmm.
pay Kiffin. You're talking about a couple $100 million, dude.
Yeah.
So even if LSU has that kind of money, do they pull the trigger just to get Lane Kiffin? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then you also have Ole Miss can just pay the shit out of Kiffin to keep him if they decide.
Yeah.
You know, which means they would have to pay Kiffin's up his contract and all of his subs contracts too. You know, and it's
Mm-hmm.
an unimaginable amount of money. Same story with any team that wants Kiffin. If Florida decides to go after Kiffin, it's going to cost them a couple of $100 million, dude.
Yeah.
So either Kiffin's going to go to a different team and make bank, or he's going to stay at Ole Miss and make bank. Either way, Kiffin's in the catbird seat, dude.
Yeah.
Kiffin's probably walking around his house naked right now counting money.
I don't need that image.
I'm just saying, and uh,
Yeah.
Arkansas is not going to go for him. Arkansas is in the worst position. I don't know if you understand why
They won't
Arkansas is
even try. I don't even think they'll try. Yeah.
Arkansas is going to get a worse coach than Pittman. They're not going to be able to
I
afford
believe.
anybody better. And
Yeah.
then there's James Franklin. James Franklin is another guy who's counting money right now because he's going to go somewhere. And I think it's like Uncle Lou said on his show that Franklin's probably going to just sit back and wait to see who takes Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
And then like everybody's going for Kiffin first, and then probably somebody will go for Franklin. And so where does BK fall into at? Does BK just get out of coaching altogether, or does he go to somewhere else? Does some G5 team pick him up? Does he go to a Big 12 team? That's a good question, dude. I'm
Yeah.
curious about where BK lands at.
I have no idea, but
I
it
don't
is
think I don't
fun to
think Brian
think
Kelly's
about.
going to find a job. I feel like Brian Kelly's probably going to be out of football unless some NFL team picks him up for a coordinator or something.
Yeah.
Winds up some sub coach somewhere in the NFL or something. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Doesn't someone still have to fill the? Because didn't Oklahoma State let go of Gundy? I mean, did they ever fill
Well,
that?
no, as a matter of fact, I don't even know if they've announced a interim coach at Oklahoma State.
Dude, someone's got to go fill Stillwater. What's up, Yoda?
Mm-hmm. And then what does Mike Gundy wind up doing? Where does he wind up land at? What's up, Yoda? How you doing,
Wherever the
sir?
mullet. Hey, it's wherever the mullet takes them.
Everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good here.
Yeah.
Ballard, in your
Yeah.
fantasy league, I'm turning my team over to my niece because it's
What
not
the?
even fair what I'm doing to y'all. So I'm turning that over to my niece. I
I
said,
haven't
niece,
even checked it this week. I gotta look. How bad am I losing? Let's see. What am I up to? I got a chance. I'm playing my mom this week in fantasy, so I got a 60% chance there. I got to
there you
fix my
go.
lineup though. I got to fix
There-
my lineup because
yes,
I picked up Dart for the Giants, but
there you
Jalen's
go.
on a bye week. Hurts
There you
is on a
go.
bye week, so I fixed it.
There you go. But yeah, I'm in first place. It's not even fun for me. I'm just like, whatever. This is
7-1. I
yep.
will say my uncle is 6-2. He is a game behind you,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
I don't even know where I'm at in fantasy football. I haven't checked on it in several weeks.
You're not even in our league, are you? It doesn't look like it.
I
He's
did the
in the other
Robert
league.
game.
Damn.
I did the one Robert put up.
With
Yeah.
20 teams, the 20-team league that's just silly. There's too many teams in that league. We have 20 teams in that league. That's too many.
Are y'all playing the jackpot fantasy football thing?
I'm not.
No, I never entered. I'll have to do it next year.
I didn't ever get into that one. There was too many teams in that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How's the weather, Yoda? Where you're at? You guys
Uh
getting rain?
yeah, it's just terrible. Yeah. I'm down
Doing it
here in
up here.
Fayetteville, Georgia. I'm down here in Fayetteville,
Yeah,
Georgia. So yeah.
yeah. It's doing the same thing up here, man. These dump trucks ain't rolled all week.
Mm,
These
Oh
dump
yeah, I
trucks
was
sitting
listening to
around.
that. Yep.
They sitting around just being yard ornaments out here. Hell, I got enough water in one of them. I could go swimming. I'll make a swimming pool out of the dump truck.
That's hilarious.
Hell yeah, I might go swimming later on if it warm up. It is too cold out there right now though.
Funny. But yeah, I just want to check in with y'all right quick. I'm about to head out and do some work. So y'all take it easy.
All right.
Hey, what kind of
All
work
right,
you
man.
do, man? Yoda,
So
what you
what?
do? What's the work? What kind of work you
I'm
do,
I
man?
I hate to admit it, but I'm like Rec talked them. I'm a nerd. I'm a computer scientist. I do
Oh,
computer
Man,
programming.
that's cool.
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Didn't go to
that.
Georgia Tech. Went to Georgia.
Yeah. When you
Yeah.
graduate out of Georgia?
2000.
Okay. All right.
So
2000.
yeah.
Let's
Yep.
see what they
Yep.
did in 2000. Georgia football. What they did in 2000. See, 2000 Georgia
That
football.
yeah. That still was the Mark Rick.
Was Mark
The
Reed
Mark
one.
Rick. Yep.
Damn, you old, man.
Yeah. Yes, Millis. Yes, I'm Phyllis. I'm 50 years old. So yes.
You don't sound no 50 on YouTube. You sound like you
You're
about 30.
50?
No,
Yeah,
why,
you 50.
why, why, why does everybody tell me that's fine? I'm still 50. I can't change how
What
I
the
sound.
hell? You're not. No, well, I'm calling BS. You're
I'm
not.
still, I was born February 5th,
Mm-hmm.
1975. So I'm still 50.
Damn.
You sound
I
young,
would
Everybody
though.
never
tells me
guess.
that.
You must.
I
You
don't look
sound
50
like at
either. So
least
Hey,
Joker.
Yoda, he
You
don't
at least
smoke.
30.
He don't smoke or drink. He don't drink. He don't smoke.
Dang.
no,
That's
I
why he
drink.
sound
I
young.
drink. No. I don't smoke. I drink. I do drink. No, I don't smoke.
Smoke 'em if
What's
you
your
got
drink?
I do drink.
What's your drink?
Rum is my drink of choice.
Mm.
Captain Morgan.
Hell no. Let's do a little better than that. I make a little. Mills, I make a little bit of money. A little bit better than that, Captain Morgan.
Okay.
So yeah. All
My
right,
drink,
fellas. All
personally.
right. Yeah, y'all be good. Y'all be good. I gotta go.
All right.
See,
Thanks, Yoda.
Yep.
I like Yoda. He's a good dude, man.
50?
He's 50. Yeah, I knew he was 50. I
No
remember hearing it
freaking
before.
way.
He don't sound
I
50
never
anymore.
heard that. I had
Young 50.
dude, he sounds like 27, 30 years old. Bro,
Yeah. Yeah. If I had what he got
younger than
when
my
I was
dad.
50, Shoot, if I was like him see, I'm almost 60. I'll be 60 in January. When I was
Yeah.
50 years old, I didn't sound no damn 30.
Mm-hmm.
If I was like him when I was 50, I'd be running the world right now.
Right.
Yep. Yoda's good. He's a good dude, man. He comes into a lot of streams and shows. He participates in pretty good bit, man. He's a good fella.
Yeah.
He's smart too,
He's awesome. Yeah.
and he ain't got no attitude. You know, Yoda's got a good attitude every time you see him. He's got a good
Yeah.
attitude. He ain't out here trolling people and shit. You know, trying to act
Yeah.
like a total jackass like some of them do.
You know who you are?
Yep, Yoda's good people.
Yeah, man.
Everybody in this community's real good folks most
For
of the
sure.
time.
We're
We got
good
some
family,
of us
man.
that hammer down on that trolling though. You know, trolling's fun, talking shit's part of it, but some of them carry it too far. I
Some
ain't
take it
naming
too
them.
far, and then some can't handle it.
Some of them just like to talk shit because they think it's funny. Just because you think it's
Mm-hmm.
funny, don't mean it's funny.
Right.
But it's okay. Damn, we've been on 2 hours, Ballard.
Almost. I like it. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Get
Well,
those watch hours, you know.
I gotta jump off here and get me something to eat. I ain't eating no breakfast this morning.
I
I
got you,
gotta
man.
scramble.
I'm gonna take care of my dogs and figure out what's next. It's my off day of work, so I just kind of hang out. But I'm gonna get off here and end the show. Millis, thanks for coming on, man. You got my number. Just
Yeah, man.
call or text anytime.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on, and come on in and hang out with us tomorrow night, okay?
All right, I'll definitely try to, man. Love you, buddy, and roll tide.
Yes, sir. Roll Tide. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. All right. We're going to end the show, episode 32 in the books of the Christian Ballard Show. Millis and a brief appearance by Yoda T. Love and appreciate all of you, no matter who your team is. Great college football community. I love you. Jesus loves you. Keep your head up. God bless. And as always, roll tide. We'll see you next time here at BSM.